Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome if you're new, or welcome back to the Grounded Dollar. And today's video is going to be slightly different. I was going to do a check-in because I'm trying to get back into my weekly check-ins. However, with all the recent issues with the no paycheck, then the paycheck bounced, the check-in just honestly would make zero sense right now. I have not reconciled any of it because it's just been physically impossible to. So my paycheck did come, the replacement check came Thursday. I took it to the bank and it did clear, and I just pulled all of it. So normally, because I'm paid bi-weekly, but I cash stuff weekly, I would deposit half my paycheck and pull the rest in cash. I will no longer be doing that. I will just be going and attempting to cash it. If it doesn't clear, I'll take it back home. If it clears, I pull all of the cash. I'm going to create an envelope that keeps like week number 2 in it so that I don't mix it up. In the meantime, I now have to budget this replacement check. I'm going to treat as February paycheck week number 3. Even though, you're going to love this one, I get paid again tomorrow. Today's Sunday, the 15th. I get paid again tomorrow. That's how long it took me to get a replacement check that cleared. But I'm just going to keep going forward. I'm going to get tomorrow's check, attempt to cash it, and we'll start that cycle over. So technically, I'm ahead. However, I'm behind because I used my tax refund to supplement my pay over the last 2 weeks. We're just going to roll with it. So something that I have been asked recently by others, especially low income budgeters, is how do you budget? What are you doing with low income? So my average paycheck ranges from $1,300 to say $1,475. This paycheck was $1,464.92. We're going to leave off the 92 cents, even though I pulled it. And 14, what did I just say? Perimenopause brain. Don't judge me. 1464. Okay. So we take 1464 and we divide it in half. That's where I got the $732. So let's rate that. This is going to be week 3. We're going to mark payday as tomorrow, which makes absolute 0 sense in reality, but it is what it is. What did I just say? Oh, 216. I'm not going to write budget because we actually know what everything is, and it is $732. Now, I do have the other $732 with me, but we're going to ignore it and put it in another envelope. So we got $732. Excuse me if I squeegee my hands often. Squeegee. Oh, good grief. Squeeze. My inflammation in my joints is really acting up the last couple of days. So, yeah, it kind of hurts. Anyways, I already know what my fixed bills are. They're the same. I take a quarter of my bills due. So say rent is $525. I cut that in quarters, so divide by 4, and it's $132 a week. That's what I put in here. If I have a magic months to me are non-existent. Now that I cash budget weekly and I divide my paychecks, my bills like that, they don't exist. I'm okay with that because it always keeps me ahead. So let me write all this down and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I wrote everything down. Fixed bills. These are the bills that do not change unless, let's say my utility bill is extra. Like I know in advance, I'll stuff more. But for me, because my utility bill is so high in the winter, I stuff spring, summer, and fall as if it's winter. So like normally, let's say my summer bill is like $90. Well, 90 divided by 4 is like $22. But doing it this way, I have extra come winter and I'm not struggling to pull that money from a paycheck or out of the blue or from my envelopes. So I need $433. So we take away 732 minus 433. That leaves me with $299 left over. So then I come down here. This envelope section is for my cash wallet. So my day-to-day living. Well, food, for me, I combine food is groceries and dining out. Groceries gets 75, food gets 10. It's dining out gets 10. It's the same every week unless my paycheck is lower, and then I lower that. So that would be 85. Fuel always gets 10. Household, because there aren't enough lines, I have to combine household and spend. And household, that was a horrible dividing line. Household gets 25. This for me, it includes toiletries, cleaning products, Ziploc baggies, things like that. And then spending is getting 20. That spending is mine. Whatever I want to spend it on. If I want to go get Starbucks 3 times that week, that's what it's there for. But that's it. Drinks, I've been really good about not using this, gets 5. And miscellaneous. This is like, consider this almost like my buffer. This is 5. So like usually if I use that, it's going to be at groceries. So that total is 150. And so we had 299 minus 150. That leaves me with 149 left over. Now here is where, do I have any credit card payments coming up? Nope. Because I used that tax refund, the part that I didn't supplement with my pay. Wait, that didn't make sense. The part that wasn't needed to supplement my paycheck, because I got my federal and my state, I paid off any bits I had on my credit card because that's what I had been intending to do with my paycheck. I don't keep a balance on there. So I don't have any debt, so I will use those spare slots to write in savings challenges. Okay, so currently I am targeting 5 sinking funds to try and bulk up. Personal health, the bug out fund, which is get Mel the F out of Ohio. It is becoming more important now. My emergency fund, car care. I do know I'm going to need brakes. So right now though, these are only getting, personal is getting 2, health is getting 2, bug out is getting 3, emergency 2, and car care 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So 149 minus 11. I'm left with 138. I know that my Tinies always gets a base of 20. We were skipping that this week. So I have 2 sets of games in here. I have travel, so we'll call that travel, is getting 25. And then I have another set of games in here, and they are getting 15. So add this all up, and it is 11 plus 20 plus 25 plus 15 equals 71. So we had 149 minus 71. It leaves Mel with $78 to play with. I would like to put money in my 2K challenge. I also need the Paradise Payday, so that's a Friday. Where'd that little calendar go? This coming Friday is a 20, so Paradise needs 20. 78 minus 20 is 58. Okay, so let's put 15 in 2K. I can always adjust this. These are savings challenges. No, wait, 15 plus 20 is 35. So 78, goodness gracious, 78 minus 35. That leaves me with 43. And my game lopes. Oh, wait, let's try and do the menu too. Can we? I don't know if I want to do the menu, honestly. Yeah, let's do 20 for the menu. That's starting March. March menu is 20. Okay, so that's 20. And then my game lopes. We just put lopes. We're going to put 23 in lopes. Okay, so that 20 plus 23 is 43. We only had 43 left over. I'm using that 43, 0. So my budget, my pay was $732. My budget, look, this is where you go back through and you add your totals. So 433 plus 150 plus 71 plus 35 plus 43. 732. And that is my actual. So we have 0 left over, and that is a zero-based budget. When people talk about the Dave Ramsey method, this is what they're talking about. Mel does not do the Dave Ramsey baby steps or anything because they don't fit my budget. They don't fit my income. They don't fit my lifestyle, but that's what I'm doing. I'm building up how I can build up. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. You can't build up the same as somebody else unless you have the exact same income, budget, and lifestyle. It's just physically impossible. So you've got to sit down and figure out, what do you need? Cash wallet is huge. It took me a year and a half to figure out my comfort zone with groceries. Literally a year and a half. Do I still go over sometimes? Yup. It just depends on what I need that week. Sometimes I have to steal from somewhere else, but I have it to steal. I don't put that on debt. I don't put that on my credit card. So hopefully that helped. Now, this is also where I would go through and put all the envelopes down and what denominations I need. But Mel already pulled that from the bank. Already did that. So let's see if I can share that part with you. Just the color slip. Okay, yeah. I had already done that. So I knew exactly what I needed. But you got to remember, this is for the entire paycheck. So when it comes time to stuff this week, your girl's just going to wing it. I'm just going to wing it. And yeah, it'll work. Because it'll work. All right, so that is the budget with me. I hope that answered some questions, and I really do hope that it helps somebody who has a lower income see that you can still save up. When my budget's really tight and my check is like $13.50, divide that in half. Watch, $13.50 divided by 2. That's $675. So that, that puts me down from $732. And so I've got to adjust. Where do I adjust? My savings challenges. I do not adjust my my bills. I just don't. For me, getting those bills stuffed and paid early or on time, because some I can't pay early, dumb, is the most important part for me because it's where I struggled before. Somebody else might feel that their grocery budget is more important, and that's okay. That is okay. Especially if you have kids. You got to do what fits you. So I hope you remember that. I hope I was helpful, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And if this is something you liked, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe below. It is all free, and I'll see you soon. Bye.